Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a bit of a get ready with me video and I'm going to be creating 2 looks today. Because why just do one? Why just do one? The first one is kind of like this smoky, kind of daytime neutral smoky eye, and then I've got another really deep, dark, amazing smoky eye that'll be coming later on in the video. And this video today is super exciting because I'm actually going to be using this palette here, which I have actually worked on as the key artist in chief. So this is the new Deck of Scarlet palette. You guys have heard me talk about this makeup subscription service a million times in a million other videos. Essentially what Deck of Scarlet is every 2 months you will receive a new palette, and inside that palette is pretty well everything that you need to create an entire makeup look. So it's got eyeshadows, it's got lip products, cheek products, highlighters. Some of them do come with a lipstick or an eyeliner. It just depends on, you know, which month it is. And the even cooler thing is that each of these is created in collaboration with a YouTuber or an Instagrammer or a makeup artist. It's a cool idea. So yes, this palette here is edition 6, and like I said, I've worked with Deck of Scarlet as the key makeup artist on this palette. I have created 3 key makeup looks. You know, they're simple to do, they're easy to do, and they're all very, very different in fact. You can actually see them all over on the Deck of Scarlet website, but in today's video I'm going to show you 2 of those looks. So this here is what the actual palette looks like. It comes in this pretty sleeve. Now all of these palettes are actually limited edition. I know that a lot of people do collect them because each of them, you know, have different artwork and things like that. And then you remove the sleeve and you've got the palette component. Now the cool thing is the top lid's actually separated into 2 sections, because on one side of the palette you've got your lip products and on the other side you've got your eye and cheek products. And it just means that when you are using the powders, you can keep the lip products covered and you're not going to get any powder in them kind of ruining them. I think that this palette is really cool because it's a little bit different to kind of a lot of palettes out there, and that's part of the reason why I was really drawn to it. So there are 3 eyeshadows at the top here. You've got a really beautiful kind of light gorgeous shimmery gold, you've got a medium taupey brown, and then you've got a beautiful rich shimmering grey sparkly shadow. It's amazing. Down the bottom here you've got like a champagne shimmery silvery kind of highlight. You've got a beautiful deep blush colour, and then 2 lipsticks. So a taupey brown, which you guys know I am very well known for wearing this colour all the time, and then a beautiful rich pinky burgundy. So pretty. It also does come with this little liquid liner as well. This is a felt tip eyeliner. It's kind of like a beautiful charcoal black colour. This palette honestly just screams like rich autumn tones to me. It's very wintry. It's just, I love her, and I had so much fun working with Deck of Scarlet and actually creating the 3 key artistry looks for this. It was lots of fun, so thank you so much to them for the opportunity. They're really smooth, they're easy to blend. All Deck of Scarlet products are cruelty free. They are made in the USA, and the subscription service, you know, you're not locked in. You can cancel at any time. You can, you know, pick and choose which palettes you want, which ones you don't want. I just think it's a really cool service because it gives you a chance to try out perhaps some different colours that you wouldn't normally go for. And yes, it's super cool. Okay, I'm gonna stop rambling now. Let's jump into the actual makeup looks.
Okay, so first up I'm going to prep my skin. Today I'm using the Benefit Porefessional Primer, and I'm just going to use the warmth of my fingers to press that gently onto my face. Then for foundation today I'm using the new Maybelline Full Coverage Foundation. I do have a full review video on this one. I will link it down below. It is amazing. Just as a little spoiler, you will love this stuff. Absolutely love it. Then I'm going to go ahead and fill in my brows. I'm using the Benefit Foolproof Brow Powder. I do really like this stuff. I use shade number 3 and it's got such a nice cool undertone, which is really good for my dark hair. Okay, moving on to the eyes now, and obviously I have primed them first, but the first shadow that I'm going in with is Stella. This is technically the blush shade from the palette, but it actually makes for the most perfect transition color ever. I'm just working this one backwards and forwards through my crease on a soft fluffy brush. When you are working with transition shades, it's best to use small amounts at a time and gently build them up, and I do really love the way these ones blend out. Like, it's just basically very easy. I don't feel like I have to work against these shadows. They basically do all the blending for me, which is amazing. So I'm gently rubbing this one through the lower lash line to really smoke out that area. I'm then going to go in with Stardust, which is the champagne sort of silvery highlight color from the palette. I'm going to pop that one on my brow bones and also on the inner corners of my eyes to add a little bit of, you know, sparkle and lightness, and it also will help to make your eyes appear bigger, which I love. Now going in with Aurora, which is the gorgeous shimmery, it's like a yellow gold kind of color, and it is on the lighter side of things. It's a really beautiful flattering color. Taking a smaller brush, I'm going to pack this one all over the lid. So again, I'm working in small spaces at a time, just going back into the shadow, picking more up on the brush, and then packing it onto the lid. I really love how bright this one makes my eyes look. Now, when you are doing this method, it's always great to go back with a blending brush with no additional product and just buff out the edges so it looks very clean. I'm going to take a bit of that gold through the lower lash line as well, again to brighten and lift the eyes. And then on that same smaller brush, I'm going back into Stardust. That's the shade that we used on our brow bones earlier. And I'm basically just really packing that on the inner corners to have them as bright as I possibly can. Then I'm going to take Space, which is this really nice, it's like a taupey brown charcoal grey kind of colour. I'm so bad at describing colours. And I'm going to buff that one on the outer corners of my eyes. This is just going to add a little bit more dimension and depth to the eyeshadow look and just sort of smoke things up a little bit. After I am done buffing out that colour, I'm going to go ahead and start applying my eyeliner, and I'm of course using the felt tip eyeliner that comes with the palette. I love this one. It's got a very, very, very fine point. I've said to you guys before, I do have quite small eyes, and eyeliners with like really thick, chunky ends on them, it basically just does not work for me at all. So this one, yeah, I find really easy to work with. Now, because I'm doing a big wing on the second smoky eye in this video, I decided to just tight line with this one today. Essentially, tight lining is colouring in the space between your lashes and a little bit above to make your lashes look thicker and darker, and then it basically hides the lash band when you go ahead and apply lashes as well. Popping on a couple of coats of mascara, and then the false lashes that I'm wearing with this look are the Nikkia Joy Cosmetics Melanie Lash. These are a really nice natural looking lash, perfect for everyday wear and also great for hooded eyes. Now back to the skin, I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I bet you are all not surprised at all. I always use this. I'm going to be applying that one underneath my eyes just to really brighten up that area and just hide those nasty dark under eye circles that I am currently dealing with. Yep, leading up to Christmas, lack of sleep, it is happening right now. Then I'm going to be setting that down with this translucent loose powder from Tarte. I have been enjoying this one lately. It is very, very finely milled, so it does feel extremely silky smooth on the skin, and I also do find that it keeps me matte for a relatively long time during the day. As per all of my other videos, I always apply my powders with a damp beauty blender sponge. It is the best way to do it. It will keep your makeup locked in place all day long, and it will also help to hide pores. Now adding a little bit of shape back into my face with the Balm Bahama Mama bronzer. I have been really enjoying this one recently. Then I'm going to take Stella again from the palette. This is that gorgeous blush shade, and apply that to my cheeks. I prefer to apply my blush in an angled kind of direction leading up towards my temples instead of just on the apples of my cheeks. It looks the most natural. And then back in again with Stardust. That is the shimmery champagne color from the palette. Really, really beautiful blinding highlight. Oh my goodness, it looks so pretty looking back at this footage. Yes. And then finally, I am finishing this look off with a bold lip. So I'm taking Venus from the palette. This one has more of a satin kind of glossy finish. It's a really, really amazing pinky burgundy color. Absolutely love it, and it's a little bit different to kind of the color that I normally wear, which I really love as well. So that is the finished look. So this is more of like a daytime smoky eye, but I have paired this one with a bold lip. What we're going to do now is transform into a nighttime smoky eye, and I'm so excited about this one because this is the eye look that I wore in a tutorial a couple of days ago, and you guys were all like, oh my gosh, we love that eye look, please show us the tutorial. So yeah, this is the tutorial for it now. So starting out the same way that we did with the daytime smoky eye, I am taking Stella from the palette on a large fluffy blending brush, and I am working that one backwards and forwards all the way through the crease, slowly building up color and also gradually fading that up out into my brow bone. I'm then going in with Space, which is that matte cool tone grey brown color, and on a fluffy blending brush, again a little bit smaller than the last brush that we did use, I'm going to be working this one directly through the crease. Now when you are doing a really, really dark smoky eye, the most important thing that you can do is continuously go backwards and forwards and slowly build up the color. That is what's going to give you the most, you know, like natural kind of progression and the smokiest look possible. So once you are done buffing that out, and do spend a little bit of extra time doing that, we're going to start to get really, really smoky. So I'm taking Gravity, and Gravity is this gorgeous shimmery grey color from the palette. Absolutely love this. First, I'm going to work that one directly through the crease and then go back and buff it with that larger brush that we used earlier. and then I'm going to start packing it on the lid. Now, when you are doing a sort of, you know, one-tone smoky eye like I am in this video, you want to start with the crease. You want to then pack color onto the lid slowly, you know, using small amounts of product at a time. You then want to go back with a fluffy blending brush, and you want to go back through the crease again, and then you want to go into the outer crease again. It's a process that takes time. You can't really just go straight in with the lid color and then try and buff out the edges. That's how you get those sort of really choppy and messy kind of looking lines. You really do need to build it up gradually and slowly, and like I said, using very small amounts of product at a time and just building them up and blending them out. Now I'm taking that stellar color through the lower lash line, and then I'm going to pop gravity through there as well. I'm only using a very small amount of gravity through there, and then I'm basically buffing that color out with stellar. That's what gives you that really nice sort of graduated color in the lower lash line, and it stops you looking like you have been punched in the face basically. Then to highlight the inner corners, I'm packing Stardust just on a smaller brush, and I'm also going to highlight my brow bone with that one as well. I always find it really amazing how a shimmering inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight can really transform a smoky eye, and rather than making the eyes look kind of closed in, it really opens them up. I'm now going to be doing a big old wing. I've been so into winged eyeliner lately. I'm really having a moment, and I'm using the Deck of Scarlet felt tip pen eyeliner that came with the palette as well, and then I'm also going to be popping a white or a bone color, either works fine, onto the inner waterline of my eye. This is going to help my eyes appear nice and big again. Then a couple of coats of mascara, and finishing of course with some false lashes. These are the Nikkia Joy Cosmetics Zara lash. These are a foam ink lash, and they have been designed specifically for those of you with more sensitive eyes who can't handle wearing lashes that are quite big. They're very comfortable basically. Now finally finishing off with Astro. This is my favorite lip color. I've actually been wearing this in a lot of recent tutorials, and I've had so many questions from you guys asking what it is. Well, this is that lip color. I really love these greige kind of colors. I just think they look amazing with smoky eyes. And this is a finished look, guys. I hope that you really enjoyed the tutorial. There will be a link in the description bar down below to purchase this palette if you are interested. And yes, I hope you enjoyed it. I love you all so much, and I will talk to you all very soon. Happy New Year! Woohoo!